Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. We're so excited to have you here with us today. Today we're diving into the heart of Southeast Asia, Singapore. Known for its cleanliness, efficiency, and yes, some strict rules, this city-state beautifully blends old traditions with modern innovation. In this video we'll explore the top 10 things you should avoid doing in Singapore. Whether you're planning a visit or just curious about what makes Singapore tick, stick around. By the end, you'll be ready to navigate the Lion City like a pro. Let's jump in and discover how to make the most of your Singapore adventure. Okay, first up, let's talk about something that should be a no-brainer everywhere, but especially in Singapore: littering. Singapore is known for its strict laws and regulations, and littering is no exception. The city-state has a reputation for being one of the cleanest places on Earth, and that's no accident. Singapore enforces strict anti-littering laws. First-time offenders can be fined up to 1,000 Singapore dollars, while repeat offenders face fines of up to 2,000 Singapore dollars and a corrective work order, CWO. The CWO requires litterbugs to spend hours cleaning public spaces, such as picking up trash in a park. So, what to do with your trash? Easy peasy, find a bin. They're everywhere. Singapore has made it incredibly convenient for people to dispose of their trash properly. Alright, this one might come as a surprise to some of you, but chewing gum? Yeah, it's banned in Singapore. And before you ask, yes, this includes bringing it in from another country. The ban was put in place back in 1992 to combat, you guessed it, people sticking their gum everywhere. Apparently it was a big enough problem that the government decided to just outlaw gum altogether. Chewing gum violations in Singapore come with hefty fines, starting at 500 Singapore dollars. Selling gum can result in fines of up to $2,000, while importing gum carries even stricter penalties, fines of up to $10,000 and/or up to 1 year in jail for first-time offenses. Repeat offenders may face fines of up to $20,000 and/or up to 2 years in jail. So if you're looking for a little oral fixation while you're in Singapore, I'd recommend packing some mints or maybe some hard candy. Okay, this is another one that's pretty self-explanatory, but in Singapore, it's taken to a whole new level. Jaywalking is a big no-no. Yes, you can actually get fined for it. In Singapore, jaywalking, crossing the street without using a designated crossing within 50 meters, is an offense, with a fine of 50 Singapore dollars for a first violation. Singaporeans are all about following the rules, and that includes traffic laws. So even if the coast looks clear, just wait for the little green man to tell you it's okay to cross. Trust me, the few extra seconds you spend waiting are not worth risking a fine or, getting hit by a car. Alright smokers, listen up. I know, you need your nicotine fix. But in Singapore you can't just light up wherever you please. Smoking is restricted in many public areas, including parks, beaches, and even some outdoor dining areas. An individual caught smoking in a prohibited area may face an on-the-spot fine of 200 Singapore dollars. If convicted in court, the offender could be fined up to 1,000 Singapore dollars. The good news is that there are designated smoking zones scattered around the city, so if you need to smoke, just keep an eye out for those signs. And hey, maybe use this as an opportunity to cut back a bit, right? Okay, this one should go without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Don't vandalize anything in Singapore. Graffiti and defacing property are considered acts of vandalism in Singapore, with severe penalties including fines, imprisonment, and even caning. This strict law underscores the nation's dedication to maintaining cleanliness and order. Offenders can face fines of up to 2,000 Singapore dollars or imprisonment for up to 3 years. Alright, this one might seem a little strange to some of you, but trust me, it's important. Eating and drinking are not allowed on public transport in Singapore. That's right, no coffee on the MRT, no snacks on the bus. To maintain cleanliness and prevent spills, eating and drinking are prohibited on public transport. Offenders may face fines of up to 500 Singapore dollars. And honestly, it makes sense. No one wants to sit next to someone munching on smelly food or spilling their bubble tea everywhere. So just wait until you reach your destination to indulge in your snacks and beverages. Spitting, just no. Okay, this one is just gross. Spitting in public is a big no-no in Singapore. Seriously, don't do it. It's unsanitary and just plain rude. If you need to clear your throat, use a tissue and dispose of it responsibly. Spitting in public is strictly prohibited in Singapore, with the ban covering areas like markets, coffee shops, roads, and sidewalks. Enforced under the Environmental Public Health Act, the penalties are steep. Fines of up to 1,000 Singapore dollars for a first offense, 2,000 for a second, and 5,000 for third or subsequent offenses. Okay, this one might seem like another no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many people don't follow this simple rule. Forgetting to flush in Singapore can lead to a fine of up to 1,000 Singapore dollars. This rule is part of the environmental public health regulations, and officials may conduct random checks on public toilets to ensure compliance. Always flush the toilet after you use it. It's just common courtesy, people. Nobody wants to walk into a stall and be greeted by someone else's business, plus it's incredibly unsanitary. So do everyone a favor and just flush the toilet. Okay, let's get real for a second. Drug use is a serious offense in Singapore. Consuming controlled drugs such as heroin, cannabis, or ice is a serious offense in Singapore. Offenders face a minimum imprisonment of 1 year up to 10 years, a fine of up to 20,000 Singapore dollars or both. Possession of even small amounts of drugs can land you in jail for a very long time, so just don't do it. It's not worth the risk. And now, let's talk about another important rule that often goes unnoticed: feeding wildlife. In Singapore, feeding wildlife is strictly prohibited. This includes feeding monkeys, birds, and other animals in parks and nature reserves. Violators can face hefty fines and other penalties. Anyone caught feeding wildlife anywhere in Singapore may be subject to a maximum fine of up to 10,000 Singapore dollars. Always respect the local wildlife and observe them from a distance. Singapore's parks and nature reserves are home to a diverse range of wildlife, and it's crucial to let them thrive in their natural habitat without human interference. So, next time you see a cute monkey or a colorful bird, resist the urge to feed them. Instead, enjoy watching them from afar and take some memorable photos. By doing so, you're contributing to the preservation of Singapore's unique biodiversity, ensuring that both locals and visitors can continue to enjoy these natural wonders for years to come, while also avoiding the fine. So there you have it, folks. The top 10 things you should never do in Singapore. I know some of them might seem a little strict, but hey, that's Singapore for you. They like things clean, orderly, and respectful. But here's the thing, these rules aren't meant to be oppressive. They're actually designed to create a more harmonious and enjoyable society for everyone. And you know what? It works. Singapore is consistently ranked as one of the safest and cleanest countries in the world. So next time you're planning a trip to the Lion City, remember these tips: be respectful of the local customs, and you're guaranteed to have an amazing time. And hey, if you do happen to accidentally drop a gum wrapper on the ground, just pick it up and find a bin. No harm, no foul. Singapore is a melting pot of cultures, and this is reflected in its food, festivals, and daily life. From the bustling hawker centers to the vibrant festivals, there's always something to see and do. Embrace the local customs and traditions, and you'll find your experience in Singapore to be even more enriching. Whether you're visiting a temple, a market, or just walking down the street, show respect, and you'll be respected in return. The people of Singapore are known for their friendliness and hospitality, and they appreciate when visitors show the same. So go ahead, make new friends, try new things, and enjoy all that Singapore has to offer. By following these simple guidelines, you'll not only stay out of trouble, but also have a truly memorable and enjoyable experience in this amazing city. So, stay respectful, stay out of trouble, and have a fantastic time in Singapore. We're so close to hitting an amazing milestone, 1,000 subscribers. As of this recording, we only need 28 more to reach that goal. Our videos are being watched by so many of you, but we need your help to make it happen. If you enjoy our content and haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. Your support means everything to us and helps us keep creating great content. Let's reach this milestone together. A huge thank you to everyone who's already subscribed. We appreciate you.